This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
Our CES coverage is also sponsored in part by GoDaddy.com. Get domain names, cloud hosting, and dedicated servers. All easy to manage and configure. GoDaddy has all your web needs. Visit TPN.TV/GoDaddy for special CES offers.
Introduce our next guest from Vtech. This is Brad Pittman.
Hello.
Hello. Good.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks very much for joining us here. You know, I have seen Vtech. I've had Vtech products for years. You're a very established consumer electronics company.
Absolutely.
So what's new here?
Can you push your mic in a little bit closer?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Is this better?
There you go.
Much better.
Thank you. So Vtech, we've been in business since 1975. We've been in the cordless phone industry since the 1990s. We've been the market leader for years. We're the global manufacturing leader in this category. And so what we're here to talk about today is a cordless phone system, a home cordless phone system, designed specifically for the senior market. And so benefits for this.
He's looking at us. Go ahead.
He is. And I guess the question that I have is, what are some of the distinguishing features of people that this phone is directly trying to address? What are some of the problems that your product solves?
So some of the problems we're solving is that we have a big display with big font.
Okay, let's turn
Let's
around.
get a close-up of that.
We've got a product cam over there, and on the right-hand side, you'll be able to see exactly what folks will see there. So you need to turn them. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Thank you.
Lift the digital display up if you could.
Yes. Okay. So there is the phone itself.
So this is the LCD that you would get caller ID and you would access the menu. So it's in our industry, this is very large, large font, big buttons on the base to dial. There's also 4 speed dial buttons, picture speed dial, so the user could easily add a picture, just cut out a picture and put it in there so to remind them who that number is dedicated towards.
You know, one of the things that often happens is you have college age or young adults who travel around the world or around the country, and they'll keep their cell phone, and this becomes particularly confusing.
Yes.
A wide variety of area codes, exchanges that people that aren't familiar, local exchanges, and it's always kind of a bit confusing. So the photograph here is a very good way to solve that particular problem.
Thank you. Yeah, you don't have to remember the number or who's in what location. The pictures makes it really easy.
Now, in addition to the visual support, I see you have larger numbers. Obviously, you have a large display there. Do the numbers light up? Is there any enhancement to the quality of the sound? Is there an amplifier in it?
There is. So on the base unit, the keys do not light up. On the cordless handset, they do.
Okay, let's set that aside or put that up where we can feature that.
So in the cordless phone category, these are relatively large buttons, large display, both the display and the keypad backlights.
We could take a picture, switch there, Jack. Okay, thank you very much. We've got, we'll be able to get a close-up of that in just a moment.
So the cordless unit does light up.
Absolutely.
What about enhancements to the sound?
So the sound, there are a couple enhancements. Each device, the base and the handset, has an audio assist. So if you're on a call and you cannot hear the far end, you hit that button, and it's like an audio turbo. So it boosts the volume like 15 dB for that call only, because you might not need it on every single call.
So does it reset after you hang up?
It does.
Okay.
It does. There is a volume button on the side of the handset and on the base just to increase the volume. And if that's not enough, then you hit the audio assist on the bottom right of that handset.
Okay. Another question for you. Are they hearing aid compliant?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. All of our cordless phones.
And why don't you explain to our audience what that is?
So what that means is that if you have a hearing aid and you use this phone, you will not receive any interference on your hearing aid when using our phone. And it also is TIA compliant too for T-coil. And so we have to engineer the product specifically for this this TIA standard, and it really separates the microphone from the earpiece, so there isn't interference. So it meets two different hearing aid standards.
Yeah. One of the things that's really noticeable to on this particular unit and also on the base unit is the fact that we have wonderful black and white.
Yes, it's
Very easy to, as opposed to the amber, the black and amber, or kind of grayish and amber.
Which is hard to, the contrast is not there.
This is the best contrast you can get. White background with black text. So we do that on both by design. And then really what makes this product special is the third device, which is a pendant. And as I mentioned, this is a residential cordless phone system. So this pendant is really a cordless phone designed to be in a form that you can wear. You can wear it around your neck, and it also comes with a clip if you'd prefer to clip it to your belt. And so on one end of that pendant, so let's show this side right here, there are two speed dial buttons that you can dedicate, program through the base into here, to either frequently dialed numbers or emergency numbers. There are a lot of pendants out there in the market that are PERS, Personal Emergency Response System devices. This is not one of them, but those are, in case of emergency, you press the button, and that will dedicate or direct you to
it goes directly to wherever it needs to go.
Call center. Ours, it goes directly to the number you actually want dialed.
What's the distance range in terms of
so
distance
this uses,
from the phone to the base?
This uses DEC technology, was the best cordless technology in the industry. We're saying you should get a minimum of 600 feet.
Really?
In my neighborhood, I can get 4 houses up and still be on call with this.
Wow.
Really? That's impressive.
So this not only has speed dial buttons, it also has a full duplex speakerphone. So it's a great sounding little speakerphone on a very small device, and that allows you to press these speed dials. You could call any of these numbers, but it doesn't have to be a dialed out number. Any incoming call, you can answer calls with this device. This has voice announce caller ID, which means that this little device and the other two devices will audibly announce the caller's name. So you can screen calls just as easy with your pendant as you would do on any other of the devices. But if it's a call you want to answer, you just hit the talk button, and now you're having a speakerphone conversation. So when thinking about somebody who might be elderly, and they are in their easy chair, and the phone rings, and they don't want to get up, if they're wearing this, they can easily answer a call. They can dial out using one of the speed dial buttons. We also added a voice command button to the side, and this really allows you to interact with the base. And so one of the items you can do, and we limited all the things you can do to make it easy. You could dial the speed dial buttons on here. This has 2. This one has 2 additional ones. So you could say, press the button, dial speed dial 3, dial speed dial 4, and it will dial out. So this pendant, you can dial 4 different numbers.
Can you address? Can you program it so that the person could call by name, to call Fred, call
I understand.
Call my daughter.
We by design chose not to do that because of the voice recognition software has to recognize all of these different names. It might be hard.
So it's 1, 2, 3, or 4.
1, 2, 3, or 4. Make it really simple. Another item that you can do with this is that this base has an integrated answering system that people can leave messages for you. You can retrieve those messages either on the base by hitting the play button that will be backlit to let you know that there's a message waiting, or you can hit that voice command and say play messages, and this will have the messages played to you on that speakerphone.
Question for you, what kind of tech support do you have? My parents purchased that phone. They like it, but they don't know how to use all the features. Can they call someone?
Absolutely. So we
get a human being?
Talk to a human being, yes.
And they'll walk you through
the feature function. They'll walk you through the set. So what we
that's unique.
Did a couple things. We have tech support that you can dial up. We actually created a kind of how to use this system video that we will post on our website and let people know in the box that this video exists. And that walks you through some of the main functions of this phone and how to use it.
Price points.
Price points. So there are
these products available now?
This one is.
Okay.
So there's many configurations of this product. The one that I brought to you today is in the market. It was launched in October. It is being sold today at Radio Shack. Then it comes with cordless handset, corded base, and the pendant, and has a retail of $119.95.
And you get all three devices.
All three devices.
Is the pendant available separately for a DEC system? If you already own a Vtech system, is the pendant available separately?
We sell the pendant separately, but it'll only work with this base because of the special features that are in this base that you can access from there.
Okay, the converse of that, if you get this but want to add 2 more handsets, are there additional handsets available?
So this system will allow you to expand to 12 cordless devices. And so this comes with 2 already, so you could add 10, either 5 handsets and 5 pendants or whatever configuration you would like.
And this is only for a single line or this dual line phone?
This is a single line residential.
Anything in the horizon for Bluetooth function?
We have Bluetooth. That is a feature that we use in our cordless phones. Yes, that is on the table along with a lot of different devices that you could add to it that will enhance a senior's life. So this is our first generation, and we already have 3 generations in our pipeline.
I like it.
Yep. Where can people go for more information? Go to the Radio Shack site? Is it exclusive through them?
It is not, although they're the first retailer to select it. Mm-hmm. We're going to have other systems in the market this spring. You're going to see this in Walmart. You're going to see it in Sears, Kmart, Staples, some clubs. So it'll be widely available throughout this country.
Great. Excellent. Well, thanks very much for joining us, Brad, and I hope you're having a good show. I would advise you, if you've got a 7 o'clock dinner, get in the taxi queue right now.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Right,
it's about 5 blocks from here.
We need to talk about something right now. That is the folks at GoDaddy.com giving you a chance to say hello to your customers with a beautiful website. Now, I've told you that there was a way that you could focus on your business and not spend a lot of time, not a lot of...
Get a great-looking site.
Get a great-looking site, not spend a lot of time focusing on the mechanics of it. Yep. You'd want to hear about that.
I bet you I would.
Yeah, and actually that's something that we can highly, highly recommend because GoDaddy's Web Builder product has enabled anyone to set up a website. Very simple, drag and drop.
You don't have to be a professional. What's nice about this, if you were ever contemplating doing a website, I think we have a phenomenal discount. Like, I've never heard of this discount.
We do indeed. And let me flip over through my notes here. I will soon learn this code.
I believe it's 50%.
The code is WST50.
And that saves you 50%. If you were ever contemplating doing a website and you were a little intimidated about it, believe me, this is your chance because they've got royalty-free art.
Yep.
They've got, I think, 300 templates.
Over 300 templates.
Even the gadget professor would find 1 out of 300 that he would like.
Exactly. That is GoDaddy.com website builder. The code WST50.
This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.